Hey everyone, my name is Billy. If you're new here, I am a singer, songwriter, musician, mixing engineer, and content creator. And if you do already know me, you'll notice I'm in a space that's brand new with a new setup, new lighting, new gear. And that is because I have some super exciting news to share with you today. After years of praying about the idea, we are finally taking the jump into launching our own recording studio, which is actually where I'm sitting right now. And I gotta be honest, it feels pretty surreal. I have been trying to make music just as a musician for almost 10 years now. I think my first record is actually celebrating 10 years this year, and it was a record I played guitar on with some really great friends of mine almost a decade ago. I feel like I was there, and then I blinked, and now I'm here. This is your official welcome to Patterson Recordings. So owning a studio is a dream of mine that has been around for the better part of a decade now. Throughout the years of being in bands or making our own records or recording other people's records or being a part of church records and all that, we have prayed and been open to the idea of one day maybe we will open our own place. And recently we actually got the opportunity to have a physical location, which is where I'm at. And I mean, one, thank God. Two, I'm like giddy. I feel like a kid in a candy shop. There's a lot of things going on here now that if I were looking forward from 10 years ago, 15-year-old me would be pretty jazzed. I'm 26 now. So when I started out trying to make music, there were a lot of things that I really didn't know how to do. Singing was one of them. That was a big hurdle for me. Songwriting was probably my favorite thing. As soon as I got into it, it was one of those things that it felt really like an escape for me, a way to vent whatever was going on in life and really cope with a lot of stuff. Guitar playing was sort of that first love that really got me hooked, and I remember going to my dad and telling him, like, music's what I'm gonna do. And he was like, you've only been playing for like a month. You should probably put some more time into this. And through the years, I've put a lot more time into it, and here we are. So I say all that just to give you some backstory into who I am, and really just to give the context of this is not just a business model for me, this is my dream. This is what I feel and believe that I was put here to do. This is kind of how I view my purpose, which is really to help people tell their story. I believe in God. I believe He brought me to this point, and I'm just trusting that as we take this step, He'll be there, and there will be things for us to do, whether we make a little bit of money or a lot of money, or whether we have a following, or whether we get to make 1,000 records, or whether we make like 10 that we're super proud of. I really don't care. I just feel like I'm supposed to do this, and so we're doing it. So what are we going to be doing here? I want to kind of communicate that the main things that are going to make up the sort of the projects within the studio. Obviously, I think it goes without saying, making records is a big one. So if you're an artist interested in recording or getting a record mixed or working with us or whatever, please reach out to us. You can reach out to us at pattersonrecordings@gmail.com. You can also check out our website, pattersonrecordings.com. We would love to connect with you. I'm telling you, especially if you're a small artist now, if you have a big project, I love big projects too. The mixing engineer side of me loves getting to just tackle stuff. But if you are a small artist, that's where my heart is, that's where I come from. So don't feel like you can't reach out just because you don't have a following, or you haven't played a lot of shows, or your songs still need some work, or whatever. I've been that guy. I have been the guy who has songs but no way to make them. I have been the guy who knows beyond the shadow of a doubt what I'm supposed to do, but nothing to show for it yet. So please just reach out to me if you think we could work together. I would love to. So outside of doing records and making music here at the studio, the other big thing we're going to be doing is creating a podcast hosting setup. So if you have a podcast, or you're interested in having a podcast, or even if you're just an aspiring content creator, our goal was to create a space where everything that you would need is already here. So mics, table, set, green screen, lights, camera, that it's all in this space already, that you can rent, and that you can come in and even just have somebody on hand to help you, whatever you need to make the content that you're trying to. The primary focus being podcasts, but we are open to other stuff. There's a lot more we're going to be doing, and we have a lot of big projects planned, but that's kind of all I'm going to say for now. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I just wanted to introduce you to the studio, Patterson Recordings. Welcome. We are very excited, and And if you want to keep up with us, you can either subscribe to us on YouTube, or if you're on Instagram, like wherever you're already watching, or you can go to pattersonrecordings.com. I think we have a newsletter you can sign up for, all that good stuff. Couldn't be more excited, couldn't be more ready to begin. Truthfully, I started off the whole thing as just a kid with a dream, and I'm really just a bigger kid with still the same dream. So if that's you and you have something we could help with, we'd love to hear from you. The email again was pattersonrecordings@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a good day.